Hey everyone, hope you're doing well. Nothing weird about today's episode at all. I wouldn't be freaked out in any way, and everything's normal as it should be. Now, what we're gonna do... Oh wait, hold on. Wait, what do I look like this? Hold on, let me just turn around. What's going on? Hold on. There you go. Sorry about that. Okay, now that we got that fixed and that's all behind us, and again, nothing really weird about this episode at all, I just want to show you guys a little bit of progress. Now, if you do remember from the last episode, this room looked quite a bit different. I would say quite a bit different. And well, what happened was, so I can't remember what changes we went through. Oh wait, on the last one we did kind of show the downstairs area, and I think there was so much work to have been done, and it took a little while longer probably than I thought it would as well. The main reason being is that when I do tend to start a project, I do want to finish pretty much everything off about it, and I think I pretty much achieved that with this one. I did basically everything on a live stream, and as usual I'm gonna go ahead and pop like maybe the highlights, or oh no, you know what, let's do things a little bit differently this time. So instead of you seeing you know, me cutting in between things, let me do a really quick, like, what's the word of the thing that you usually do? I'm gonna go with montage again. I know it's wrong. Time lapse, I guess we can call it a time lapse. Let's call it a time lapse. I'm gonna quickly put the time lapse in right here. I hope you enjoyed that. I don't know how much you took away from that, or if anything, because I haven't edited yet. So I don't know. So maybe there was quite a bit of information that you already picked up from it, but I'm going to run through pretty much everything with you anyway. Probably best. So let's start off with, let me think. What's the most interesting thing I can think of? I guess the shulker loaders, right? They are the main point of this room. So let's have a little look at them. If you've been following the series once again, you've probably seen these a few times. In fact, if you just watched the last episode, you kind of know what they already do. So, cut long story short, this system is filled with X amount of boxes of stuff. So in this case, this is all sticks, and there should be, in this case, we've got 9. So we've got 9 boxes of sticks, and essentially what I can do is cycle through all 9 boxes at random, by the way. So sometimes you may go through an individual box maybe 3 times, and then you may not get one box for like a few turns, but it's okay, it does eventually work out. I've been using the system in my previous world for about 8 months or 9 months, and I never had any issues with it, so I'm sure it'll be fine. Another example of this would be this one here. So for example, this is all my lime glass. I give this its own separate category because I do tend to use lime quite a lot everywhere else as well. So we've got lime in there. I can hit the button, that goes to another one in the store, and then I can just basically cycle through those. I think this one only has 2. Yes, it does. So not the best example, I guess. Now this has a few of them in there, but again, what I'm trying to look for is differences in the amounts, or maybe in the color or whatever, that you can see the cycle actually happening. Okay, so there you go, I've got some of those. This I think is a new one. There you go. So you can see in this case it actually did cycle through pretty much all of them, as it should have done. So that works pretty well. Now I've done something similar for all of these ones. In fact, I've done the same thing for all of these ones. These items are kind of split up by like these like precious items, like my diamonds and golds, as you can see here. Got a little dragon head as well, because why not? I did end up displaying my dragon egg over here. Originally it was kind of just like a oh, you know, I don't really have anywhere to put it, so maybe I'll just put it here for now. And this this kind of area needed to be here to cover up something behind it. Essentially, it all worked out at the end. It was quite easy to set up, and I think it did end up really bringing the whole build together. Especially when I put the kind of put a string there just to have it hovering in the middle. The end rods kind of give it like that display case kind of thing, kind of like the whole look. I think it kind of really fits into the theme of my building style that I'm going around. At least on the Mushroom Island, like my base island, I guess. I'm sticking to this kind of general theme of, I don't know, like technologically advanced beings, maybe. I'm trying to think of some lore that goes with my building style, and I think at the moment I'm kind of going with like inhabitants. I'm like a creature who's inhabited this planet, and I'm just kind of going around harvesting everything for its resources. I guess that's kind of the you know idea of the game in general, but you know what I mean. Before we go upstairs and I show you the remainder of what we done or what we changed from last time, I kind of want to run through everything in this area really quickly. There's nothing really crazy going on. The main thing is I've got my stone cutter there, crafting table, and my ender chest. This is kind of like the convenient location for all like crafting related stuff, I guess. I put a glowstone right underneath, right there. Kind of brings like the shine of the ender chest kind of together a bit more, and I think I kind of brought this area really well in. The lighting in this area is really nice. In fact, I think the lighting in this whole room is pretty good. It's pretty well lit up, and it has kind of like, you know, dark places where you want it. Like I kind of wanted this to stay dark. I kind of felt like it fit the theme a little bit better. Anyway, so just to show this little contraption here, it's nothing special. Just a shulker box dispenser. So I can just hit the button here. I'll get a shulker box to use. It's completely empty. Whoops. This barrel over here is the dispensing system, or the filling system, sorry. Eventually it's all going to be full of shulker boxes, so this whole barrel is going to be full as well. So if I ever need like a few at a time, I can just pick it from the barrel. Otherwise I can just take individual ones straight from here, and it gets shot right at me. I've also got some anvils over here and over here, and in fact this entire thing is anvil. If you don't know how it works, like once these break, they'll just drop on top of each other. So that kind of helps me not having to fill anything up. That should last quite a little while, especially considering there's two sides of them, sorry. So I should be good for a bit. I think most of my anvil use will probably happen in the pigment farm anyway. So so that should do for now at least. So we're going to take a little trip upstairs and show you what we've done in this area. Nothing really changed other than that I put in item frames just to, you know, signify which ones I'm using. And we've got quite a few stores of this stuff. Plenty of stone, plenty of dirt, plenty of mycelium. Most of it on this side. This is the main filler area. That's kind of like the overflow. That gets any extras if the system's moving too fast for it. You can see here, plenty of stone. Not much cobble though. I'm gonna need to get a cobble generator going. Alright, now we've had you know, an entire episode based on storage systems, and I think it's time to move away from that and maybe start seeking a new project. And by seeking a new project, I really mean getting started on a new project, because I have already put a kind of like an idea together. It's not a specific build, it's just an idea for an estimate of a build that I want to make. Now it's going to take up quite a lot of space, but I think it should be fine. I think I'm going to probably end up using most of this area over here. The issue is that it does end up being quite big, so I might end up centralizing that around here somewhere. And I might do a little bit more digging and see what happens, figure out if there's anything more interesting, or a space more interesting, put it. I'm thinking that's probably going to work there. Size wise it would probably work best here, but unfortunately this area is reserved for probably another project altogether. So I'm actually going to be leaving us there, and I will be back shortly, probably post live stream, as I'm going to be doing all the digging for the area on the live stream. So I'll probably spend like 2 or 3 hours just getting the general area digged out. Just to give you a little bit of a hint of what's happening, it's going to be mainly like a crop farm area, and the reason why I'm doing digging is number one, I need to get rid of, you know, all these little bumpy hills everywhere. And the next thing is to dig all the way down, probably down to bedrock. I'm going to be making a super unnecessary cactus farm, and I chose to keep the cactus farm underground and kind of keep it out of sight, out of mind. And I'm going to have sugarcane farms that do actually pop out of the floor, that will be built at this kind of level over here. So there will be like a noticeable building kind of over here. I didn't want to make the cactus farm really big and in your face too, so I just thought, you know what, I'm just gonna I'll put it over here somewhere, and then put it underground, sorry, and over here somewhere, and then I will put the rest of the stuff around it. Now you're gonna see that it's gonna be like a big unit, something like this, but not the same design. But it'll be like a singular unit that houses all of my farming stuff like nether wart, wheat, maybe carrots. I don't really have a huge use for carrots anymore, and but definitely sugarcane and definitely cactus. Cactus mostly for the dye, but I will probably end up using like a system where once I'm done with the dye, I can just start using it for XP, so it'll be like a passive XP farm that I can just use to come repair tools when I need it, like really quickly around here. But I'm going to cut from here for now, and I will see you right after the live stream. But how long until it all messes up again? Damn, there's a lot of iron. But look, I might just put an off switch on this as well, because there's no point in running for no reason, I guess, right? Right there. How did I do that? I think like 2 stacks usually covers the beacon base. We are done. Just gonna get this fired up with some haste too. Seeing as I'm doing this, I might as well get my my fortune pickaxe and do it, because I need cobblestone. I definitely don't need any more stone. Ding 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 ding. I'm actually going to leave this base up here just in case, and I'm going to build a new one underneath. So, actually getting close to the level I wanted to stop at anyway. Question is, yes, okay, it's not deep by the looks of it, because I can place it right on top, which is good. Okay. That's probably actually not that great, but I can make it work. Damn you adverts. Yep, I'm talking to you. You suck. So the waters need to go on these sides. So let's start off with this side here. Okay, good. Let's go around opening all these up. Whoa. Ah! Obviously can't parkour very well in this. So I need to do something like that. And I think this is correct. Yeah, that's about right. I need to be careful now. Maybe eat some food. I think 2 more layers should get me to where I want it to be. Maximum 3. So Might be a job well done sooner than I thought. Sweet sight of finishing stuff, I guess. I see the end, is basically what I'm trying to say. Just gotta make it look good now, I think. Alright, welcome back after my live stream. And by after my live stream, I actually mean like maybe, you know, 2 days later. Oops. So yeah, this took a couple days because I didn't really have time after I recorded the last clip to do too much. I pretty much dug out the hole and put like maybe 2 layers of the cactus, and then I finished the rest of it today, which took about 2.5 hours. Here we go. Woo! Alright, let's be honest, it's a cactus farm. There's nothing really exciting about it other than that it's pretty big. And we are currently at Y level 64, and this goes down to Y level 10-ish. And I think we've got, how many rows is this? About 12 rows, and they're 9 by 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Sorry, 7 by 7. And at the moment they're not really attached to anything. They're just flowing into a chest under here. What the plan ultimately is to do is to have it kind of have like an exit somewhere, maybe right here, and then that takes it back up to the top, and they will be going into a bunch of smelters. So we just get up here. So yeah, I'm imagining they're going to be somewhere maybe around here. It might be cool to incorporate it into the little puddle thing over here. But yeah, there is going to be other stuff kind of happening on maybe on the sides or on the corners. I haven't decided yet. Originally when I had this planned, I was going to have 4 towers, 1 in each corner over here, over there, over there, and there, and they were going to go pretty high, and they were going to have sugarcane in there, so I had like a really solid, you know, sugarcane production. But the way the landscape has turned out, I don't know if I want to do 4 anymore. I might just do 2 and do 1 on each side. There is other things that you can put in here alongside them, like the melon and pumpkin farm. We're gonna have the, what else? Oh, the nether wart farm. There's a couple other ones I can't think of right now, but they're going to be incorporated into this area too. So I'm gonna have to think pretty hard about what I want to do. The other thing that's I'm doing right now, actually, as you have probably seen through this whole time, I've got some lime wool in my hand, my offhand right over here. Do a little switcheroo. The reason is I'm gonna you know, change all the wool to lime wool. I've got like a unnecessary amount of it, like over here. And if I go to my sheep farm, I had this running whilst I was building this whole thing, so that it got a pretty hefty collection of the stuff. And I can always AFK here if I need like more. But see, we've already got that much in here. I think I've got some more inside too. I've also got white that I can dye into lime if I need to. I've actually got a ridiculous amount of white too. So yeah, I'm gonna get on with that right now, and I might even do a little replay mod of me doing the sides. So yeah, let's have a little watch of that, and then I will be back once this is done. Alright, so little update on what I was doing. So I was going quite far on the cactus farm over there, and I thought I needed to take a little break. The reason is I needed to make a bunch of pista, and the one thing I don't have really is wood. So I thought, you know what, let's pop over to the old, the old tree farm, give that a little swing. I don't know if you guys remember, but if you did watch any of my early episodes when I first made this, I specifically mentioned it's not AFKable. You need to hold shift in order to hit that dispenser. Well, I fixed the problem by creating a little scripty doodle, and I did that, and I accidentally messed up because well, basically what's supposed to happen is I'm supposed to be getting these saplings spat back at me, so I don't have to, you know, change hands. And when I got down to 4 I tried switching hands really quickly, and I ended up placing a bunch of blocks, and well, made a bit of a mess. Yeah. I don't even know how I did this. Why is that like that? How did that happen? Anyway, I need to fix all this now. But that does, fortunately, give me the opportunity to add the dispenser in here. And I'm going to do that. I'm going to add the dispenser in here. I can't remember why I didn't do this initially. I think I was being lazy. It just sounds about right, if I'm honest. I think I was just being lazy, and I thought, oh, I'm never really going to use it, so I'll just hold tight on it for now. Unfortunately, that time has now come where I'm going to start requiring a bunch more of wood. So, oh, I hate myself. The issue is now I think I'm going to have to tear this whole thing out. I don't know yet, but let's have a little look. In fact, why don't you just show me fixes? You can just be here whilst I do everything. Alright? Be quiet there. I'm busy. I don't ever wanna dance again. Oh wait, I can't sing that. I'm gonna get copyright striked. Imagine being copyright striked with no viewers. Hilarious. Alright, there's only one way to find out whether we screwed this up or not. Again, running back to my original episode when I made this, you might remember that I said that the reason why I kind of verged away from Ilmango's version of this tree farm, I did realize that if anything broke, it becomes like it's like a whole thing, right? It becomes real headachy, and I just really wasn't on that. And not having the opportunity to fix it myself really made it like a real downer. And I think now, if I'm lucky, oh dear Lord, what have I done? Oh God. No, man. Okay. We're back to try and give it another go. I think I fixed it. I'm really scared though. Now we're gonna see how successful this 5 or 10 minutes were. I hate everything. Oh, please, please, please don't break. Please don't break. Oh, it's still broke. Why did this break again? Please, please, please. So, in total, I have been recording for just 29 minutes. So, in 29 minutes since I started the recording, I've basically done nothing but fix this freaking stupid tree machine. Alright, now we got another task at hand. Wait, hold on. Let me just make sure that the first time wasn't just lucky. Okay, it seems like it's all stable again. It's only a matter of time, I imagine, before it breaks again. Right, so any of you who don't really understand the concept of this, I want to run through it with you really quickly. Now the idea, what I'm planning on doing at least, is to have a dropper just spitting out the saplings at me over here. The one thing I didn't check to see was what is actually underneath here. Right, the reason why I'm checking this is because I need to make sure I didn't put anything down there that may get distracted by the wiring, but from my first glance, seems like we're okay. I could basically just lower this one spot right here, actually make this into a hopper chain as well. That basically ends up taking it into a storage area where like the extra saplings that I don't need. Seems like a lot of work for no reason, if I'm honest. That should actually do the job, right? The other issue is now really just wiring this up. And just make sure I'm not getting in the way of anything else. Do I need this for anything? I feel like I don't. I just put this here for no reason. Yep, looks that way. Alright, so this once again makes it so... Alright, it's time to add the clock. So we're going to get a couple sticky pistons again. Probably going to need a repeater and a little bit of redstone dust. And the idea is to be as least intrusive with everything else. So I'm going to go ahead and say least intrusive would probably be like here. Alright, perfect. Alright, we know that works. Okay, and that was as simple as that. So now when I turn the power on for the entire farm, that also starts up the clock for the dropper over here, which means that anything that I get through there should be spat back at me. Now, I'm not going to imagine I'm going to get through a bunch of sticks. So I'm not going to bother having like another filter where I can get all the extra stuff popping out on another side. I don't feel it's necessary, so I'm going to go ahead and give it a miss. What I do think is necessary though, is just having this. So we got a little bit of bone meal. Let's go ahead and give this a quick little run and hope for the best. Guys, please make sure you keep me, not keep me, make sure you pray for my device not breaking again. Here's hoping that we can make it without issues at all. So look, you can see now I'm getting my saplings back. I am getting no issues by the looks of it. Everything is running inside. So now actually I can just run this until the bone meal is done. Which is good because I'm going to need a lot of wood. In fact, I'm going to need a lot more than I can probably get from here. But the main takeaway from this is that everything works really well now. If you did look at my, what do you call it? The subtitles, you would have heard explosion. That means that everything is working as promised. Because everything is now going into the blast chamber. And it is being exploded, which is great. You can also see in my hotbar over there, I'm getting my sticks, which is fantastic because everything, well, not fantastic. Ideally, what I'd want to do is have another filter where everything kind of gets dropped into that and then kind of gets into like a little side storage. I may or may not consider that depending on how this goes. But I think that's something I'll think about later on. For now, and instead what I'm going to do, I'm going to AFK at this farm for a little while, and we'll be back with the results, I guess. So let's go check on our winnings, shall we? Little bit in there, and the rest of it's in here. Now that's not really much. That's actually about a shulker box. Not gonna cut it if I'm honest. We went at it for long, which is why we didn't really get much out of it. But obviously the main issue right now being that we can't AFK because we got no bone meal. I had quite a bit in there if I'm honest, like not a lot, but a fair amount. The fact that it's gone now is not concerning, but it's questionable as to what I'm gonna have to do going forward. I'm definitely gonna need to think of another solution for bone meal. Right, so as you've probably noticed already, we're in a slightly different biome or a different place altogether. If you paid attention to what I just said, and where I'm standing right now, you might have put 2 and 2 together and figured out how I decided to solve my bone meal problem. I actually ended up solving another problem at the same time too. However, I'm not going to get into any of that just yet. This episode has gone on for about half an hour now, and I myself don't really like watching episodes out that long, so I'm going to end the episode there. And I've got a little bit of a treat for you guys, you know, on the next episode. Don't be too excited about it, maybe be a little bit excited about it. Make sure you like and subscribe, that would be way nicer of you to do. But I do appreciate your time, and I will see you on the next one. Bye bye.